And hello to the wonderful
Hi.
District 8 staff here
How are you?
at the Pinnell Center. Thanks for coming over on this side of town
Absolutely.
and doing it over here in our little
Yes.
neglected area where we need a whole lot of stuff. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm good. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you eat a lot? Did you make
I don't do that anymore. No,
You
I ate.
or with family or loved ones?
Yeah, but I ate enough and don't get stuffed and miserable and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
I
it was
heard that you have to eat slower. You don't eat fast. When you eat slower, you get full quicker because when you eat too fast. It
control your portions in anyway, because
Yeah.
too
How are
much
you?
food in
It's
your
good to
gut
see
makes
you.
me. Yeah, I know y'all really don't like seeing me and stuff because I'm always
No,
complaining about stuff over here.
No, actually, I think it's really important that you continue to be a voice for the community. That's the only way to hold government accountable. That's your job as a resident. So, no, I absolutely welcome it.
And if nobody else is going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yes.
I might succeed and I might fail, but you can't say I didn't try.
But you want to know something? Things have been able to been delivered in Meadowview because of you. I mean, think about the art piece. Think about the Meadowview Farmers Market. I mean, because of your advocacy, right?
Well, that's
important.
not. Well, that's what the community needs and stuff. So that's not.
Exactly. Well, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that it helps, like,
Okay.
when you are making the ask to say, what's the status, right?
Okay.
I can also say, hey, the community is asking you, what is the status, right? It helps.
All right.
Yeah, and so I just want to say, don't ever think that it's not at all. Like, I welcome it because it keeps government accountable, and that's our job, is to serve the
Because
community.
this little part of town right here needs the most help out of all the parts in the city. And
You want to know something? I appreciate your advocacy because everyone says that about their neighborhood, but it's always important. I know. But I am grateful that
people
you're
from
like,
other neighborhoods still, when that name Meadowview rings out, like, oh, that's that South Sacramento in general
Yeah.
is considered to be like no man's land. You don't want to go there. I mean, in general, but the worst part of it is Meadowview, and that's really undeserved and stuff, because a while ago, yeah, Meadowview used to be a real wild and crazy place with a lot of crime and stuff, but since then it's totally different. But
we still have a lot of need.
we still have a lot of need,
do.
and the biggest needs, and you know where I'm going to start with, right? Right across the street, those 3 lots right there, undevelopment here, underservement, and the raggedy ass roads and stuff that we drive on every day and try not to tear our cars up and stuff.
Yeah.
But
So, since you want to start with the vacant parcels,
yeah, because I think before we talked about the testing that was going on with the big lot over there. So if you go ahead, what's
yeah, I'm
happening
going to
with
look
that?
at Jaime to provide updates on that because he's been following with city staff. But I also, before you follow up on Jaime, I don't know if you had a chance to follow up, have seen the meeting from Law and Ledge, that there was a proposal about taxing
I
property
did,
owners.
and thank you
I
because
sent
she
you.
sent it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's good. And so there's been pushback from like property owners
Mm-hmm.
and developers on that. I think Councilwoman Maple and I'm not on Law and Ledge, we're in full support of that, but we'll definitely need community advocacy on that because there's some pushback on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I did ask Susan to send that forward to
She
you.
did, and I did comment on that and
Thank
also and
you.
stuff for as
Thank
good
you.
as for whatever it does and stuff. It's part
It
of
does,
the record and
it's
stuff.
important, yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're still trying to push that. We'll see. There's some pushback from the developers. They sent an email to the full mayor and council, and I think we're going to need community to organize and talk to every council member to get them, because at the end of the day, if they own the property, right, we want to incentivize, but we want them to do something. If not, then it's like blight. So
It's either do something or get off the pot.
yeah.
You ever heard that expression?
Do something or get off the pot. you
Well,
said?
there's another word. What's that other word, right? We're not going to say that word. Do something or get off the pot. It rhymes with fit. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and so we can keep you posted on that too. I think the committee didn't vote on it. They had staff do more work on it, and I think to get more feedback because we had some developers and folks push back. But I want to see that item come back to Law and Ledge, and for it to come to full council, at least for a vote, and let's see where everyone stands on it. You know.
That's it.
So just wanted to share that update with you. In terms of the parcel, I'll have Jaime update you on the status.
Testing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest update there is the northwestern lots. The property owner there is ready to sell, and he was really close to closing in on a developer selling this property and having them pursue a project, a housing
Mhm.
project for seniors. That fell through in November. I think it was November.
Who was it that wanted to develop it or was thinking about developing? You remember what company that was or what
I
group?
can't remember the company. I'd have to look back at it, but it is a housing developer
Okay. And
that
then,
wanted to do affordable senior housing.
but that's not gonna happen now
200
because
units.
something,
No, at this moment,
Yeah,
they-
because that's kind of a conversation between them, so.
right.
yeah.
But
More bad news for Meadowview on that, but
we'll keep trying though.
But as far as the
But they're ready to
testing,
sell, that's the good
we were
part.
talking about the testing, so what's the status of the testing? Remember, because you're talking about the soil being
Yeah, I
bad?
haven't followed up yet on the actual testing results, but they've been working with the property owner on it.
Wait, because we've been talking about soil testing for not just the last time I was talking to you guys,
Phase 2, yeah.
Yeah.
but a
we're
while
talking
back,
about phase
different
2.
phases.
Right.
Yes.
So however many phases we gotta go and stuff, it's been a long time in that whole process there and stuff, so,
Yeah, the last one was,
I think I forwarded it
yeah.
and whatever it is in there and stuff, where's the end of it? When will
Yeah.
we get when do we have an estimate on when it will be done and they can say that, yes, this is good, or it's totally, whatever the status of it is? When is that gonna take place? Because this has been a process for at least about a year or so.
Yes, I think, so a big part of us doing soil testing is also to push the property owner to say, hey,
Uh-huh.
this is what we know about your soil, we're trying
Right.
to get you to move on it. And so, I mean, that's actually a courteous from the city to say, hey, we're
Yeah.
offering something.
But we've been
so-
testing for a long time and we still don't have any results.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they finished the results for.
Oh, so what are the results?
There's the results already for part 1. Part 2 was to dig deeper into the testing. So that means like going deeper in the soil. And I believe they had found some cemetery things. Because it used to be a cemetery.
And supposedly, the remains were moved a long time ago and put someplace. And that was another reason they talked about they didn't want to develop that and stuff. But since that's done, and now the issue comes up, or it has been, that the soil may be contaminated. And we've been testing it for all of these years, and
I
we
think
still.
they've only done phase one test.
Okay,
which is
but
the
after,
surface.
but after all of these years and stuff, we are still
It hasn't been
testing. It has been years. Well, it's been years since that's been open out there.
vacant this.
So, but this, since that's been vacant up until now, this point and stuff, that's been decades. And so here we are in 2025, and the
Yes.
testing has been going on. And so now the status of the testing is we're going to continue to test. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what phase 2 is.
That's what phase 2 is. And I would say actually.
How long does phase 2 take?
That's a good question. We'll follow up with city staff
And
on
how
that.
long does this total process take? Because each week, oh, we're still testing, we're still testing, we're still testing. We can test till infinity, but at some point, we gotta have some kind of an estimate. It's like, hey, we've been testing this thing for X amount of time.
Yeah.
When do we expect to have some results so we can move forward on?
Yeah, we can follow up with city staff on that to make sure we have a date on the phase 2.
Is that a
testing.
reason that whoever was interested in buying that place said they didn't want to do it anymore? Could that have something to do with it, or something totally different why that fell through?
I mean,
'Cause those are things that you have to disclose to.
Yeah,
Right.
once you know, you
Right.
always have to disclose.
But